So you've built your program, amazing, but what should you actually name it? If you're stuck on what you should name your program, I'm gonna give you some tips in this video so that you can create a name that you love and attracts clients too. Hi there, I'm Kendra Perry, online business mentor for health and wellness coaches. If you want tips, tricks, and strategies to start and grow your health and wellness business to 6 figures this year, I'm your girl. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that little bell so that you get notified when I post a new video on Thursdays. So inside my program, Health Coach Accelerator, we go over all things signature programs inside module 4. And I have an entire lesson on the name for your signature program because it's actually super important what you name your program. It's actually an amazing opportunity for you to gain instant rapport with a prospective client. You don't just want to name your program anything, and it shouldn't be something boring or flat. What you want is to name your program something so that when your ideal client sees it, they know instantly that it's for them, right? They don't see it and think, oh, I don't know if that's for me, or I don't connect with that name. Your goal is for them to see that name and think, oh my gosh, that could be for me. Now, before you go and name your program, of course, first you need to make sure that you have a very well-defined niche, because the program name is defined on the person you help, the problem you solve, and the outcome that you offer them. So if you are stumped on niching, if you don't have a niche, or maybe you're just not very confident on the niche that you do have, you can just click one of the links below this video. I will link to all the videos that I have done on niching so that you can get started with that first. And so if you don't have a niche, watch those videos first. Okay, so once you know the person who you help, the problem who you solve, and the outcome that you offer, you want to build your program specifically for that person. And then, of course, you want to name that program specifically for that person. So when it comes to naming, the first thing you want is either the problem or the solution in the program name. So for example, if you help women in their 50s solve their fatigue, you would want something like energy or exhaustion or fatigue in the actual program name. And that's how you can show the person that instantly that program is for them. The other thing that you want in there is what I call solution-driven words. Okay, so what are solution-driven words? Things like eliminate, reverse, proven, stop, end, rapid, accelerate, cleanse, things like that, right? And so using either the problem or the solution in the word plus one of those action-driven words, this is how it shows your potential client that the program could be for them. So for example, again, if you helped women in their 50s solve their fatigue, you could have something like the fatigue fix or the midlife fatigue fix, right? The third thing that I like to add on there is the thing that sort of defines what it is. So this could be formula, blueprint, method. It could be roadmap, solution, framework, kind of a word like that. And then that gives you a really bomb-proof program name. So if we use the example of the 50-year-old women with fatigue, you could call your program the Fatigue Elimination Solution, or you could call it the Crush Fatigue Method, something like that, right? Those aren't the most interesting names, but hopefully you get the point. This is a really easy framework to use in order to create your program name. And if you saw that, you would instantly know as someone who was struggling with fatigue that, oh my gosh, this program is potentially for me. Now you could go even a little bit further and call it something like the Midlife Fatigue Solution. And then as a 50-year-old woman, I see that and I'm like, oh my gosh, that could totally be for me. So hopefully you see what I'm doing here. We are using our program name to create instant rapport with your human, right? And I always say it's better to go with a name that's a little bit more boring but clear rather than something that's clever and doesn't really make sense. All right, so now we have the name for your program. Now, if you're wondering, well, what should I charge for my program? Because most people are really confused about pricing. I've created a super simple tool for you called the Price for Profit Calculator. So this is a very simple calculator where I will help you choose a price that is both intentional and profitable so that you can get out there and start making the money that you deserve. If you want to grab that calculator, you can just grab the link below this video. And if you like this video, you can let me know by giving it a like. You can share it with one of your business besties. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions. And of course, subscribe to my channel so that you get notified when I post videos on Thursday. So I will see you in the next video.